And we're back. What's going on? Chris Lasoy, Oliver Lang up here coming at you live and direct. NCPA Championships 2011. Let's go down to Laura on the field to see what she has going on.
Guys, Nick Tossi was just about to talk to us, Tosh.0, but he actually had to rush out there because things are getting a little intense, going quickly down here in the pit, trying to get everything ready to go for this Liberty team as they prepare to face Rutgers. And as you can see, he was putting his pack on, getting his balls ready to go, and he's got his gun all geared up, so we'll see what he says.
Fantastic, Laura. That was awesome. Thank you very much. Nothing like a fresh, beautiful face to wake up to in the morning. Beautiful day out here. It's sunny day, a little more humid than it was yesterday, Oliver.
You know, Lakeland, Florida is the home of the NCPA College Sport Championship, and here we go. You're watching right here, you're watching the Black Knights break out. 2 to the Dorito side, 2 back center, 1 only on the Snake side. I mean, that's a pretty standard breakout, wouldn't you say, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Rutgers yesterday is playing pretty well. Both teams losing a player in the break. Looks like Tosh.0 taking the walk. Liberty Flames is 4-4 right now. Actually, right now, Rutgers losing 2 guys. They played pretty well. 3 guys now. 3 guys, yeah. They're losing their players filling out right now. I think that they just they're another one of those situations where you got to live during the break, take a break, and then get out to your spot secondary after that.
Play that 5-on-5 paintball. You know, look at this Liberty right here. This is some pretty good team paintball. I mean, besides that move.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
right when I was saying it.
He made a good move down the Doritos. You can see right there Liberty on top of your screen going down the Doritos.
Here we go. Really? This is what's his?
This kid yesterday. Last year. That's the kid last year. What's his name? Let me get my sheet out here. What is his name? Last year, he's the guy that wore the Billy Wing visor last year.
Oh, it does look like a little Isaac Barrow.
Yes, absolutely. Liberty Flames losing yesterday to...
That's Brian Davidson.
Yes, it is.
He played actually very well yesterday. I watched him, and he was doing a great job of inserting. He was playing in the back center and bumping up, cleaning up house, and, that's good to see on these college teams. There's not too many players like that are just completely universal, that know how to play the front, know how to play the back. I mean, a lot of these guys are young. They don't have that experience,
Yeah, actually, and yesterday, Oliver, you see a lot of these teams, they came out here, they came out strong. I see that they're adapting. They're starting to use the middle a little more like you and I would do, Yeah,
the middle is a very crucial part to this, to the whole layout, it as well as I do. And not too many people know how to perfect the middle, and it's a very, very valuable position in the field that a lot of people kind of overlook.
Absolutely. And yesterday, we talked about the highway and how people weren't using it yesterday. I see a lot more people using the highway, a lot more people using the can to shut down the Snake side. I think that's becoming more effective as the tournament goes on. Yesterday we didn't see a lot of that. I think the teams are starting to learn the field a little better, and they're starting to actually realize, hey, we got to shut the Snake down. If we don't, we're going to get our head blown off.
No, totally. Like I said that too yesterday. I said once one person does it, and I believe it was Travis Madrid did it. He probably watched you do the little spin off on how to do it with Laura, and he did it, and the next thing you know, opened it up, and everybody's eyes just lit up and go, whoa, I can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that goes just any move like that. I remember watching moves that you did, years and years ago, 10 years ago, going, whoa, he can do that? And then me going, I could probably try that. And
you perfected that.
And then maybe do it,
No, you definitely perfected that.
And it's all about, making those moves, and, I mean, you've been blown to bits. How many times? I've been blown to bits so many times, but people remember the times that it works.
Absolutely, and you got to take chances. If you don't take the chances, and like Oliver said, the 9 of the 10 times you do it, you'll get blown to pieces 5 of those times.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about those times.
No.
The 5 that you come through and you shoot, like I've seen you do numerous times, shoot 5 guys. Those are the times you hear about.
Yeah.
You don't actually hear about the time you get your head blown off.
No, nobody remembers that. And what the cool thing is what people don't understand is, you're only going for that one guy, maybe 2 guys, and if we get lucky, we're pulling off 3 or 4 or 5 guys sometimes, and it's just because we roll the dice.
Yeah, and how many times you shoot the first guy and you come down, you're like, wait a minute, nobody is shooting at me, and you don't know what to do after that, so you kind of ad-lib it, you kind of run down the field, it's like, hey, I can actually keep going.
So here we go, point 2. You're watching the West Point Knights breakout right there. The same exact breakout again. You got to mix it up. Especially if you lose, you got to try something new. They did the same breakout again. They shot Tosh coming out to the Snake side, and you got Brian Davidson again in that center. I almost called him George Davidson.
George Davidson.
Yeah. George Davidson, for you guys at home, he used to play on the All-Americans, and he was a crafty player.
I love that choice of words. He is very crafty.
Well, that's the old school. Those are again, you know this. So I don't want to keep retorting that, but old school guys, they're wiry, they're crafty, they know how to pull things out, they know how to do things that a lot of the younger people don't know how to do, they haven't seen it.
Absolutely.
Again, look at Liberty into that 50 Dorito on that side, past the 50 Dorito, coming up, making a huge move like that. I mean, who is that over there? He is playing out of his mind. That's 2 times in a row now.
Absolutely. And the good thing of the diversity of the Liberty Flames, those guys right now, they have, Tosh is usually one that does his work, but he's getting blown up first 2 games. First 2 points getting blown up. They're doing work on the other side of the field. They're kind of making up for his slack right now. Rutgers University, they're a great team. I'm looking. Yeah, Oliver's calling them West Knights. We're catching up over here. We got papers. We got so many papers here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I feel like I'm an accountant right now.
You know what I like about the Liberty Flames is that those kids, they look athletic. They look like a college team. You know what I mean? They're all pretty big, pretty fit, built guys. I mean, Brian's a little smaller, but he's the perfect size for paintball.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to I think that Nick and those guys, I think they're going to put it together. They'll change up a little bit because, I mean, you watch those guys go out there, and if you keep getting blown up on the break like Nick is doing right now, what do you do to fix that?
You know what? That's okay. You gotta see. Okay, yesterday he was their penetration in the snake. He was the one kind of making moves, breaking things open, kind of pushing the envelope. And obviously Rutgers saw this, and they pinpointed they must have gone home last night, and they must have done their homework and figured out, hey, look, he's handling in the snake. We got to shut him down. Let's put an extra gun on him. And I noticed across the field at the Dorito 1 over there, a guy is going in there and he's shooting cross field. I don't know if he's the one that's getting the elimination, but they're trying to shut him down. And that's a long, big cross court shot right there. But whatever they're doing is working to shut him down. But at the same time, now they've got players on the opposite side making those big bumps into that 50 Dorito. And look at that, it's 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I was walking the field yesterday, and I was like, how do you shut the snake down? And you're right, from that Dorito 1 on the far side of the field, there's a huge gap between the back tower and that brick to get to the snake. So I do believe that possibly is the guy shooting Nick on the break right now.
Well, let's watch right here. You take note. Let me know if they do it. I'm going to watch the Liberty Flames right here. Again, Brian Davidson all the way to that center stand-up cam.
Oh, right there. Rutgers losing 3 guys in the break.
Oh, my God.
They sent two to that Dorito we were just talking about over there. They were both shooting down, straight down the field, losing 2 in the break. It's hard to recover from that when you use 2 or 3 guys in the break.
Oh, no, you can't even really play.
No, and now they're down to 1 player, back center only.
Here comes the hammer. Here comes Brian. Oh, and you know what? He was going to make him wear it, but
I would have made him wear it anyway.
Luckily, somebody shot him beforehand. Well, there's 4 guys alive on one. It's hard to play.
Yeah, and especially from the back spot when they're coming down the field on you, it's kind of impossible at that point. What do you do in that situation? You stand up and just kind of take it, or I mean, it's kind of a toss-up right there.
Right there, I mean, it's too early in the game to try and kill some seconds. But yeah, you kind of just take it. I mean, you've been in that position, I've been in that position. You kind of just wear it and you come back to your team and go, guys, what is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's desperation. You're not going to win. Actually, I say you're not going to win the point, but yesterday I saw a 5-on-2 situation, and they still won the point. I mean, you never really know what's going to happen, but you're getting to the point now in the tournament that the teams are better, their moves are crisper, they're learning the field. I've seen a lot of diverse plays now. Instead of everybody going outside and coming down the snake, coming down the Doritos, people are starting to utilize the center more. So I'm looking forward to seeing later in the day, and tomorrow especially, how these teams pan out.
Tomorrow, all the better teams are going to have, they're going to have done their homework. They're going to have figured it out. Hopefully they got coaches on the sidelines right now taking notes on who's going where and who's who and who's what. I don't know if a lot of these teams know each other. I know that in our division when we play, I watch you, you watch me. We watch and we know everybody. We know how they play. We know what they're going to do. At the end of the day, it's just who performs and who does it better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and like you said, as the weekend goes, and now because the tournaments, we're not getting the layout until like the week before.
Right.
It gives we go back to our roots where we have to actually walk the field, which is unheard of anymore. I mean, who walks the fields anymore? But now you got to go walk the fields. And like you said, I watch him every game. Okay, well, Oliver's going to do this and that. And one thing that Oliver does and that I try to do is in the prelims, I'll play Doritos. And then when it comes to the semis, I go and switch. I'll go to the center. You know, you don't show your cards.
Switch up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because you're a diverse player, and you have a good back line with Alex and those guys, Ryan, that, you know, hey, let's switch it up. Let's play our game right now. We'll get to the semis, get to the finals, and then we'll come out with the game plan.
And
I'll hit you hard.
Together,
Absolutely, yeah. You know, and don't show your cards.
In the beginning, you want to just try to get by and learn as much as possible, and that's what yesterday was for these guys. I believe they had 3 games they had to play yesterday. And, you know, so they're a little warmed up now.
Yeah. Got 2 seconds. 3-0 right now. Liberty Flames up on Rutgers. Let's see what Rutgers has to answer to this stuff.
Nice breakout right there by Liberty Flames. Big move by Liberty, just going all the way to that second Dorito on that side. I mean, that's a pretty far bunker to make.
Rutgers,
and you're going to see that guy get up to that 50 Dorito quick.
You know, and Rutgers losing their lead snake out right now. You know, and look for you know, Liberty to shut down the snake. And then he's in a great position right there. You see it on your mirror screen. He's in a great spot. He's trying to shut down the guy in the brick. Making that bump to the snake right there. That's so important.
That's a tough way to shut it down. I mean, look how high he's got to put his gun in that stand to try and shut it down. And he's not really shutting it down. You know, honestly, right now, Tosh needs to start working the tape, and otherwise he's going to get bunkered or get shot just like that.
Cody 100. Cody 100.
You know, and Nick getting taken out of the snake right there. I mean, doubling up the snake. You know, I mean, and that's a.
Oh my God, that was
horrible,
sloppy.
Yeah, real sloppy mistake. I mean, but we've all done it. You know, we both have the same idea.
But you know what I like about the Flames again is they understand the urgency of the snake, and they're getting in there. I mean, that's 3 guys out of the 5 guys that have been in the snake just now. You know,
right there, Rutgers. He's in a good spot right now to try and shut them coming down.
And he shot another one. So now it's 2-on-1 right here.
You know, look for the highway move right here. I mean, this is a perfect time for the highway move to take place.
It's a little tough, though, because the coach is right there kind of telling him, and you can see that right there on screen they're talking back and forth. If he does come the highway, he's probably going to get eaten up. It's about time for that guy to come down that Dorito side, just slowly. You know, on your screen you saw right there, Liberty University coming down behind him. He's now in their back line on their 40. Coming around behind him right there. You know, and that's I start, you know, like my mouth starts getting saliva when I get behind somebody like this. It's such a good feeling to know you're going to shoot somebody in the back of the head. Yeah, completely.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You know, he doesn't really. Oh, look at that! He's trying to do that bounce shot. Ooh, that was really close to almost catching him right there. But he's all the way in their side now. Oh wow!
See, that wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be. I mean, personally,
no, but that was done well because the Liberty guy, you know, kind of pulled the gun all the way behind him. Yep. He knew that he was in a pretty screwed position. And then the snake guy who was there just the whole time just kind of holding out, waiting, watching, and then he knew when the time was right to strike, and he struck.
You know, after this point, I mean, you can see, what is he doing right now? He's trying to, you know, get in some shade. He's taking a little nap.
He's trying to be sneaky. Like they did that yesterday.
Yeah, you know, and here's the thing, is the reason they do that, actually, you know what, I'll explain. Let's go down to Laura in the pits real quick, talk to Liberty, and see what she has to say down there.
All right, pretty comfortable lead down here, Ben. Just talk about what you guys mean when you say story time. Easing it out, you know, letting things go. Just explain that to us.
Well, one thing is we don't have a very deep line. We don't have a lot of players. We just have 8 rosters. So what we're trying to do is when we're winning points, we walk the flag in, because as soon as the flag is hanged, it ends the point and starts the timeout time for us to get ready for the next point. So by doing story time, it buys us more time for the guys in the pit to get ready and ready for the next point. So.
Okay, speaking of the pit, we're down here in the middle of the action. Tell me what's going on back here. What are these guys doing?
Well, we have usually the guys that are sitting out that aren't playing the point will be helping out in the pit, and sorry, I just called my name, but in the pit, and just helping out, trying to load up, gas up, whatever you need to do. There's a lot of help. We got some help from Virginia Tech. They're good friends of ours. We really appreciate that too. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead. Go back out there.
Okay, thank you.
As you guys can hear, everything's pretty crazy down here. They're loading up, getting ready to go. One of the interesting things, like Ben said, with this Liberty team is the fact that they don't have that many guys. They're getting a little tired. That's one thing that they keep saying down here. They're trying to just keep that energy up and keep going.
You know, thanks a lot, Laura. You know, and speaking about that, these kids are 17, 18 years old. Come on, man. Wait till you're my age. Running around the field in 100-degree weather with 900% humidity.
What are you, 72?
I'm like, nah, holding.
You look great for 72.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know, I don't, you know, I think the hair
It is the hair. The hair rejuvenates you. This is actually not the fountain of youth. It's the fountain of hair.
Absolutely. See, I keep all my age in my hair.
Right.
You know, I do have gray hairs. Thank God for Candy.
They're hidden underneath.
Oh, they are. I keep them. It's like the sheets under the bed. You just don't see them. They're very comfortable, but you just don't see them.
You tuck them under.
Absolutely. Well,
that's a great move.
So, yeah, it's like,
I'm going to do that.
It's fantastic.
I'm going to do that. When I get to about 65, I'm going to start growing my hair out.
You're so far from
God,
65.
how do you have a full set of hair at 72?
Hey, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm Indian.
You are, aren't you?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura, for that little tidbit. Though I was going to actually say something that Laura had brought up. What is story time? And this is what we do now because we only have a couple minutes between points,
right.
And us old guys. I mean, I'm so tired. By the time you get up the field, you're sitting there with the flag, and I need the extra 2 minutes to walk up the field because if he hangs the flag right away, bam, it automatically starts 2 minutes, and then hey, instead of sitting there waiting, you're giving us an extra minute to get to the pit.
Right.
You hang the flag, then we have 2 minutes after that, so we're going to make extra time.
Well, I was talking with Maddie about this yesterday. Time management, especially in this format, is a huge deal, and I really think that Rutgers is one of the only teams that really understands the time management.
Right.
I mean, the beauty of this format of playing it is that at the end of the day, it's not a race to, because right now, if you're playing in the way that we play, it's a race to 7. They've only got 3 more points to be scored. Right now, Rutgers would have to be kind of really scrambling, going, oh man, we're so far behind. There's X amount of time left in this. It's already 4-0. Man, we really need to score some points because if he gets to 7, it's game over. The beauty of this is the time. I mean, how many teams? I truly believe that Liberty could score 3 more points in this half. There's 4 more minutes. Without a doubt, they could score 3 points, which would make that 7-0. But Rutgers could come back the next half.
Yep.
And that's what I really like about the time. It's not a race to. It's the time factor, and good teams will fight back through adversity, and they'll come out on top.
Like the Penn State UConn game yesterday. Penn State was getting their butt kicked all morning. They were on one side of the field. Then they got that last point right before the half, and then they took a run of 6 points, and they came back to beat UConn.
Right.
That was a great game. That's a perfect example of time management. You're never out of time. You really got to do time management because it's very important.
It's huge. You got to look at the clock. And here we go. Speaking of the clock, we have 1 second, and bam.
Rutgers making a good move up the center of the field all the way to the A on the break.
Yeah,
I like that move. I like that move.
They're behind. They got to try something. They got to roll the dice like we just spoke about and make something happen,
But something I'm not seeing, once you get to that spot, Oliver, you and I have made that move so many times. You get up there, okay, hey, nobody's shooting at me. Run through. There's no reason for him to sit there right now.
Produce.
If you look at Rutgers in the center right there, right now you get a shot of your screen on Liberty. That guy right there on the center of your screen, there's no reason for him to stop. Get up and run down the field. Stop being a sissy. Get on your horse and run down the field. If you look at the angles of Liberty, nobody can stop him.
Yeah.
You put the back center guy in.
You can come right up the gut.
Absolutely.
And that's what you would do.
And you get your 1 or 2, and that's it.
The thing is, though, is this kid that's in the center, he's actually kind of got a good mind frame because they've been running to that Dorito side. So his philosophy was, hey, come here, and he might just do it right now.
Yeah,
you can see that body language. He's realizing nobody's looking, and he might make that move.
And now that they got up in the Dorito side, he has a little more support. Even though they lost a body, Rutgers now down to 4 players. They get in the snake right now. Now he's in the position. He's like, hey, let's go.
Right, and he actually, that center stand-up can't get shot in the back.
Liberty again making a double move to the same bunker. That's the second time we saw that. First game was a snake. This game was a Dorito. That's a mental mistake.
Too much aggression,
Yeah, mental mistakes right there.
Oh, wow, that was a big shot
there.
That
was a great shot right there. Liberty University taking out the snake guy on Rutgers, and that's a big shot. Now there's nobody in the snake side, Oliver. He needs to get in the snake and kind of go to work over here.
Well, what's going to happen is this Liberty guy, if he shoots this stand-up can, he's got a free run all the way down this snake side to shoot that center A in the back, And he's right there. He's probing. He's trying to stop the guy, but he's in a kind of a screwed position. He needs to kind of almost get out of that spot.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd almost go to the A right there. Because honestly, him being there, he has a better. If he moves up the field, he can shut it down completely. Right there, he's watching the lane for the guy at the can in the bottom left-hand side. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody go to that little tick right there.
I saw him do it yesterday.
Nice.
I saw the same player do this yesterday.
And is he right there? He's going to get blown to pieces.
Oh, my goodness.
You see? He got shot cross-field from that Dorito one, Oliver.
Well, he should have stayed on that Dorito one.
Yeah. Well, my personal opinion, I would have went to the A on that and shut the side down. Now,
oh, my goodness.
You see this guy right now, number 110 right there from Liberty. I would almost come outside. I think they played.
He should have come outside for sure.
Rutgers played a great game. I think that Liberty made a few mental mistakes, But I also think that Rutgers also kind of dropped the ball a little bit there, too.
Oh, no, I mean, if you ask me off the breakout, Rutgers looked more dominant. They had the spots. They had the field positioning. They just kind of got dinked out one guy at a time, one guy here, one guy there. And, you can't play paintball like that. You really got to get in there, figure out what your next move is as well. They got to know they got to get to that 50 door. They got to know they got to get to the snake. And you know what sucked is their snake guy got in here, and he just got kind of blipped out of it. And you can't afford to do that, especially when you're down this many points.
And you're totally right. I mean, and they had such great field position. I think their breakout's fine. I've seen a lot of teams like Army, great breakout. It's their middle game that was struggling.
Right.
They have good breakouts. They're in good positions. They just can't capitalize on. It's like, hey, I got here. Okay, now what do I do?
Now what do I do? Right.
Exactly. I mean, it's players like yourself, and Alex. We're not thinking. I know I'm going to make my original spot. I know I'm going to get there. What's my next move? What's my third move? How can I get up the field, and where am I going to be most effective? Okay, if I get here, am I getting shot at? Why am I still sitting here then? Let's go up the field. There's no reason for it. Players like yourself, we're out there to do one job. We go out there, shoot as many people as possible, and
get off the field.
Exactly. There's no. I don't think I've touched a flag in years. There's no reason. I mean, the
I don't
flag.
think you have touched
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
The only flag I touch is the penalty flags. The flags
they hit you in the head.
They do. They're dirty.
They hit me in the head too.
I do. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But you got to have people in positions. You can't be scared. Reach down there, grab your thing, and go down the field. Have fun with it. The guy that was in the center A right there. Okay, hey, I'm in the middle of the field. I have Dorito 2. I'm in the snake. Okay, let's go.
How I see it is, what's the difficult part about that? The difficult part is getting there. And once you get there, you've done the hard work. Now it's time to have some fun.
Right.
It's just like getting the snake. I, just as well as you, just as well as any player out here, can get shot running to the snake.
Oh, absolutely.
But if I get there, I'm going to produce because I did the hard part already.
Right.
The easy part is while you're in there.
Absolutely.
So all you kids that are getting into the snake or getting into the A, that's the hard part. Now, have some fun.
Absolutely. And the thing is, your field awareness, and I can't stress this enough, if there's nobody shooting at you, you're not in the right spot. I'm just telling you. I mean, you got to get down the field. If you're not getting shot by 2 or 3 different people, you're definitely not doing your job.
If you have nobody shooting at you, there's a good chance you could probably do something cool, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the coolness factor, you went from a 4 to a 7, and let's just see what you do with it. If you're at a 7 and you're still sitting there like the guy at the A, I'm sorry. The guy at the A he could have made a lot more happen than he did. Not to mention, he was trying to shut down the Doritos, and he still let him get out.
Yeah.
So he did. Not only did he get to a good spot, he didn't do his job.
What's funny is he did let him get out, but at the same time he shot one of the guys but they both went.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, Liberty Flames are making some dumb mistakes here.
Yes.
Just as the game is kind of going by, and Rutgers is, they're just not capitalizing on it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of a shame because when a team makes dumb mistakes, it's time for you to capitalize.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you said, their breakout is fantastic. But Liberty, they're no slouches.
No,
they got some good players out there.
They look, both teams when the game starts, they look pretty equivalent.
Yeah.
And the difference is Rutgers is just kind of getting dinked out, and the Flames make their little dumb mistakes, but they've got those secondary guys to come in and fill the holes.
Right.
And that's very important.
And looking at the score, I mean, it's 5-0 right now. I mean, Rutgers is down. There's 1:07 left in this half. They got to do something.
Yeah.
But I've seen it all day yesterday. Teams down 5 points.
Yeah.
You get 1 point, and it could turn the whole game around.
Right.
Right-hand dominance coming down the Doritos, coming down the snake left-handed. It's all about how your team gels and what's good for your team.
Yeah.
They might play better on the other side of the field. We'll have to see it for the second half, but right now it's 5-0. Liberty looking really good.
Yeah, Liberty, honestly, I'm going to tip my hat to Liberty because they look the most professional.
You're not wearing them.
I mean, I'm tip my glasses.
Okay, I'm saying.
But they do look. I mean, look at them. They look like a team. They're all very similar. They carry themselves well. I was saying it yesterday. They've got the perfect kind of sportsman demeanor, and they look like they want to win. And mark my word, if they continue playing the way they do right now, they could quite possibly win this event.
You know what? They were my favorites last year. They're a Christian school. They're a bunch of great guys.
That's really cool.
I love it. I love coming out here. On your screen right now, Rutgers. They got to come out of the hole right now, down 5-0.
They're going to go to Snake. Let's see it. Come on.
Good call, Oliver. All the way to the Snake.
There it is.
Rutgers.
And he makes it.
That was a great slide too. Right now, Liberty Flames losing 2 on the break, but going to the 50 Dorito. I mean, making great moves down the Dorito side. And that, like you talked about, Oliver, they're diversifying their portfolio.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't get it done the snake, because Tosh isn't doing anything right now. He's sitting in the back like a little sissy.
I think you tooted his horn too much yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about him. You know, I know his mom's probably listening at home. You know, God bless her, love her to death. Your son's playing great, but he's being a sissy right now.
Here we go. Get that shot right there, Tosh. He's doing a nice little blind shot right there to the back right corner. He's honestly inches away. And here comes something.
You know, one thing that you're really good at, Oliver, and always watches, and I don't see a lot of people doing it. They're all.
And here comes a penalty. Oh, big penalty.
Big penalty on Nick. You know,
right now, Rutgers needs to concede the point. Concede the point. And,
and right here, but I mean, there's no reason for them to run the flag in. See, right here, this guy should not run the flag.
No, they should.
No, because you want.
No, look, the Liberty wanted to win that point. They would have got an extra point. Okay, it would have been 6-0 with 10 seconds left.
Right.
Okay, even if he made it to the box, then he would have. They would have played 10 seconds. It would have hung 10 seconds off of the next. The next half with the guy in the penalty.
It's a major penalty though. So there's only 4 seconds left in this half. They're probably going to run this 4 seconds off right now. Liberty Flames up to Rutgers 6-0.
No, 5-0.
Is it 5?
Yeah, because they didn't score that point.
They didn't score that point.
No, they didn't have time to run it in.
Well, there's 4 seconds left in the clock though.
Right. Okay, they did score that point. Yeah, they conceded the point. I apologize.
Oscar. No, your apology accepted.
That was my fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. Okay, his fault. Anyway, coming out here, it's Saturday. It's a little more humid than it was yesterday.
I don't know. I kind of like it today a little bit more. I feel, maybe it's this nice covering we have, the overhang, the company we have,
Yes. Maybe it was last night. I'm feeling a little more hot on the collar.
It's probably, it's you. You're right. It's way hotter. It's way hotter. We're closer to the sun today.
We are closer to the sun today. I didn't really see that major penalty on Tosh .0.
Well, he got shot by the guy that he was going to bunker.
Right.
And, Tosh, he needs to just take one at a time. Don't get greedy. Bunker the guy. You got 2. It's 2-on-1. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, a penalty is thrown because obviously the refs saw you get hit or whatnot. But if you're trying too hard, and that's what happens, you're trying too hard. And he was trying too hard. Or maybe he truly felt that he shot the guy first. But I know my penalties, some of them are dumb, but some of them I'm trying too hard.
Yeah.
And I have to have that faith in my team that, hey, if I just bunker this one guy, it doesn't matter. I don't have to shoot the next guy and get greedy. I can bunker him, and my other 2 guys are going to clean it up. And that's important. He could have easily bunkered that guy, put his hand up, and walked off the field, and let his 2 other guys, close in on that last guy, which the last guy did get shot by his other guys. So, he just kind of got a little too greedy and got the penalty, and next thing you know, oh, you know what? Look, it looks like the other team got a point.
Oh, that must have been a swing point. It's now 5-1, like you said. Let's go down. Let's talk to the coach for Rutgers right now. Let's go down and talk to Laura on the field, see what she has to say about this.
Perfect.
Okay, here with Ryan Haggerty, head coach for Rutgers. Ryan, what are you seeing from Liberty? It seems like they keep diversifying what they're doing out there, making it difficult for you guys.
Yeah, and basically what they're doing is they're killing out our D side. All of our guys are dying out of their bunkers, and it just can't happen. You got to stay alive in your bunker, make aggressive moves. We're just not getting there.
Okay, you're struggling on the D side. Do you expect to do more on the Snake side in this next half?
Yeah, we pushed Snake hard last point, got a guy in there, did a little damage. It's just going to be a back-and-forth match. They're a great team. We got to fight them hard.
All right, keep fighting, Ryan.
Thank you.
You guys keep fighting up in the booth, too.
I am definitely fighting off the sweats right now. So much fun. So much. We're having a good time up here. This is a really good game. I'm really looking to see what Rutgers has to do, coming on the second half. They're 5-1, and, I think that they'll come back in the second half. So let's just take a break here real quick. A little word from our sponsors. 5-1 right now, Liberty over your Rutgers.
Hi, I'm Todd Martinez, and I'm here to tell you about the future. The sport of paintball is moving in a new direction, and I can bring you to the doorstep of tomorrow. Paintball's always relied on 68 caliber paintballs. Not really exciting. Introducing
250 cal, the future of paintball.
68 cal is too small and it's easy to miss your target. With our new 250 cal, you are always guaranteed to hit something. You'll save a fortune on all those thousands of paintballs you used to buy.
250 cal.
Empire's #1 goal has always been to grow paintball. Our top secret miracle enhancement formula enables us to farm thousands of acres of 250 cal.
250 cal.
New 250 cal guns are currently being developed, but adapters for your current markers are already available. Turn your boring gun into a machine of destruction. Get over 8 shots from your 4500 tank.
250 cal.
As you can see with this chart, the sport was taking a step backward with the development of 50 cal. But with 250 cal, get ready for 250 times more fun. Would you choose a smart car over a monster truck? Small gun, big gun, small boobs, big boobs?
Bigger is better. 250 cal.
And we're back. Beautiful day here. NCPA Championships 2011 down here in Lakeland, Florida. Beautiful day today. Up here with Oliver Lang. I'm Chris Lasoya coming at you live and direct. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on PB Nation. If you have any questions for Oliver or myself, just go ahead and hit us up online. We're sitting here chatting, looking online. You know, we're just sitting up here. We're not doing much of anything else. You might as well hit us up.
We're just chatting.
Yeah, you know,
chat with us.
You know, and take a look at the field. You know, thanks for Dye, JT, Empire, which Empire's your sponsor.
Yes, they are.
With Dynasty, you know, you guys know that Oliver went back to Dynasty. They've won 50 tournaments overall now. They've won, what, 3 in a row now?
We won 3 in a row.
Unbelievable. I mean, and it's good to see, you know, it brings to light, you know, what a player can bring to a team. You know, Dynasty over the past year hasn't been playing up to their ability. They're a great team, but you know, it's getting the band back together.
Yeah.
And you guys gel. You're playing really good.
Well, thank you.
You know, and I love watching you guys play. You
Thank
know?
you, dude.
Even though
it means a lot coming from you.
I'm on the receiving end, but it's all right. I give it a good go.
Hey, you played well against us as well.
Thank you, babe. Appreciate it.
We did win.
Yes, you did.
So here we go. Breakout number 1 of the second half. Again, you know, Brian Davidson loving that center stand-up right there. I mean, really nobody can shoot him going to it. He's shutting down that snake for the most part. Rutgers losing 1 body off the snake's head, trying to go to the snake's head corner. I don't know why they would go there.
I hate that spot.
It's a lousy bunker.
It is horrible.
But, you know, they went. They got shot. Hopefully they don't do it again. Here we go. Here's Tosh getting into that snake. Looked like he almost got clipped in the foot going in there, but, you know, the referee's going to go check him out.
You know, and like we spoke about before, you know, there's no reason to stay a snake one. You look inside.
Oh, look at that. And you know what? Honestly, that right there is the best way to stop the snake, and not a lot of people know it. But you stand up tall at that tall temple right there. You have to have a tall player in there, and you can shut that move down from the snake 2 to the snake 3.
Right,
and that's a big shutdown spot right there. Not too many people have done that.
Oh, again. Now, right there, he's taking the walk. 2 guys eliminated from that tower now. Now, look at Rutgers coming strong into snake. There's nothing stopping him from going all the way down.
He needs to not stop there.
Yeah.
He needs to go to the next one.
You can see Rutgers
right
there.
He needs to not stop there either. He needs to go to the next one.
Yep.
He needs to not stop there, and he needs to go to the next one.
There's no reason, you know, for you people at home, there's no reason for the guy in the snake right there to stop it.
Again, he needs to not stop there. He needs to go to the next one.
All the way to the end. You know, and Rutgers looking really good right now. You know, and this is a perfect example of what we talked about. Switching sides of the fields. What's going to happen in this second half?
Well, Brian Lee, I mean, really pulling that game, you know, to Rutgers' advantage right there. He, honestly, stopped the 2 guys from coming to the snake. You know, stopped Tosh, stopped Brian Davidson, 2 of their hard hitters, and then he got in there himself. And that is going to be the difference of the game. If you can, listen, if they're beating you to the snake, what are you going to do? Stop them.
Absolutely.
Okay?
You know, and just like you said, and you know, here's the thing. It looked like Davidson actually was in that brick. It looked like almost a coaching mistake because he got shot in the face, looked at his coach, goes, "Why'd you tell me to go?"
You know what, though? I don't believe in coaching. I do believe in coaching mistakes. It does happen, but it's always just an easy out. You know?
Yep.
I've learned that I don't listen to anybody except for the guys that are on the team that are playing with me. You know, and if I do a dumb move, I'm not going to look and point at somebody else. Because you're right. I mean, honestly, I'm playing.
Right.
So it's up to me to do something.
Yeah.
You're right, though. The coach might have said come, or he might have said no, or go. Whatever it may be, it could have been an easy, communication error. And he got shot, and he looks at his coach like, hey, why'd you do that? But ultimately, man, take the game into your own hands. I do not listen to the count. I mean, what do you do when you hear something?
Because, when I was out for that year, for last year with my knee injury, and I'd come coach you a lot.
Yeah.
You're a good friend of mine. And it's real simple. When you're coaching a player, the only thing you really need to do, if you're coaching a good player like Davidson or somebody like that, just give them information. As long as if you tell me the information, I don't care where they're looking. As long as I know where they are and where they're moving, that's all that matters. I will do the rest. Exactly. Because I can't rely. Go.
Yeah.
And I can't rely. Because I tell you to go, you wouldn't go because you don't care.
By the time of a coach, if he says go, what's already happening is the guy's looking the other way. By the time he says go, and by the time you register it and you're about to take off, the guy's
already switched and blew you to pieces. Absolutely.
So it's like, just play your game. As a coach, you need to just be that sixth guy and say, hey, it's G2, it's ball one, they're here, and here, and nobody's looking at you.
Yeah, that's
if
all
you tell me nobody's looking at me, I'm going to take the advantage of that.
Yep, absolutely. And there's a lot of players out there, coming from the new school, seeing these guys, the new school guys, they're relying so much on coaching.
Oh, God.
Their paintball skills have lacked.
Oh, terrible.
Because if they stop coaching, like perfect example, Galveston. You can't coach in the pit side now.
Right.
It hurt a lot of teams.
I know. I love that.
And it was so sneaky. Right now, 5-2, Rutgers coming back. 4 seconds left, getting ready to go. Looking at your screen right there, Liberty University looking at Tosh.0 and those guys. Davidson going to the center again, I guarantee it. There he is, making that move to that can, Oliver. You're talking about shutting down the snake side.
I mean, he's done that 80-90% of the time right there.
And like you said, there's no way to stop that. That's a great move for me because A, I'm old. B, it takes me a minute to get up there. Right. But however, if I get up there, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a Crystal Soya bunker written all over it.
Yeah, and because you're in a spot. You're in a spot. See, going to the death bunker. That bunker is
Ryan
stupid.
Lee, you just had a great game the game before. Why not do it again until they stop you or, you can't do it anymore.
Right.
And then put another player in there. Don't try to come out to the wide corner. Oh, and another Rutgers player taking the walk.
But watching Rutgers on the side, they're going down this real side. See, look in your field. You see 3 players from Rutgers. Those are only 3 players left. There's nobody in the snake side. Those guys right there got to make this game happen right now.
Well, look at that. They've got this guy in the they have the guy in the Dorito kind of shutting off the snake. It's not very good, but it could be a little sneaky shot if Tosh tries to come across.
Right.
You don't expect those shots. I never rely on those shots. Like a lot of people in game plans, they sit there. You play these teams like Tampa or like Russians, and they sit there and they do those cross-court shots. Don't get me wrong, they work sometimes, but you can't rely on them every time.
Yeah, and you get those guys, I'm going to shoot that guy for sure.
Yeah.
And I actually believe some people sometimes, but it doesn't always work out that way. Now, see, and look at Tosh and the snake. He seems a little timid now after he's getting his head blown off.
Yeah.
He needs I think he's a little timid. There's nobody in the snake. If that was you, you'd be on their side of the field blowing those guys' heads off right now.
Oh, without a doubt.
And here comes the pain. Look at Davidson. And he gives him one for good measure. Right in the face.
Prosperity right there.
And you see right there, I think, and this is a perfect example, is, hey, I got my head blown off a couple times. I'm going to play a little more timid now. And Tosh right there normally would go down the snake. Looking on the field, this field right now is a snake-dominant field.
You know what, though? It is a snake-dominant field, but this game, both these teams are coming down the Doritos. Austin Thompson is playing like a nice, very good fill mid position on that Dorito side, and he's been in the majority of the games. He's kind of been overlooked, and this is what a lot of players, in his kind of position, it happens. He's a role player. He is out there, though, every point, doing a hell of a job, and he is, he's alive, and he's cleaning up house, and he's one of the guys that's hanging the flags almost every point.
Yeah, he's playing really patient paintball. I like I like how he's playing right now. Last year, he played really good last year. But I think that he's come along. He's starting to, he's much better than he was last year. But then again, a lot of these teams are, man. Did you see that paintball go flying by us right there?
Nope.
We almost got shot.
Where'd it come from?
I don't know. It came from over there somewhere.
Someone's throwing them at us. Hey, you, kid.
Oh, there he is. Got the camera guy all day. See, these guys, and we got to give it to these camera guys, man. They sit out here 12 hours a day in the baking heat. God bless them, man. See, that was the guy right there. That was the guy. That's the culprit. See, thank God he's a horrible shot. Otherwise, he probably would have hit us.
No lunch for you.
No lunch for him.
No lunch for you.
And as you see on his chest right there, Empire sponsoring this event. Thank you very much for Empire, Di, and JT. Check us out on PB Nation. See, I just saw him do it. He just see another one.
Oh my God!
Another one.
Disqualification.
Unbelievable. So
someone take his camera away.
Hey, thank God for that guy. He's out there getting shot up all day.
Good for. I hope he gets shot.
I hope he gets shot.
Can we send a message to somebody down there, to somebody down there to tell him to shoot him?
I'm gonna text Tosh and tell him to blow his head off.
Exactly.
Thank God he's wearing the Empire armor right now. It's helping him out. little sissy vest.
Shoot him in the legs.
I see. Look at the calves in this guy. Look at the calves.
He's got
He must work out.
Steroids for sure.
He doesn't even have any ankles. Where are your ankles
He doesn't
at?
have any feet.
Where's your feet?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, they're cankles. Jesus, that guy works out. Look at that. That's from carrying around his camera all day.
What does he have? Does he step in tar?
He's wearing those weird shoes with the
nerd shoes.
Those are the toe shoes, right?
Yeah, you call
Let me see your toe. Let me see your. Oh my God, he is wearing the toe shoes.
No, you call them nerd shoes.
Those are weird, bro.
Yeah,
but they're comfortable, right? Those they're comfortable, right? Shake your head.
They're really good for filming. They're really good for filming.
No, but that guy gets out there getting shot all day. The camera guys, the production crew out here, thank you very much for all your
doing a great job.
Oh, they're doing a fantastic job.
We might be the faces up here, but there's a whole entire slew of people down there doing their jobs, making this run effectively. Chris Rail putting on this event. This is a beautiful event. Honestly, I don't understand. We play at the highest league, the highest profession, right? I don't understand why we don't have a blue and yellow and red color coded.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Is that revolutionary or what?
It's good television.
How many years has he been doing this?
Exactly, right? Chris Rail throws a great event. Like you said, the production crew, it's not so much the pretty faces, because, I'm pretty cute, and, Oliver, he's a good-looking guy. Come on. We're the faces.
These are implants as well.
We might be the faces, and we're fantastic faces, I must say. However, it's the guys behind the cameras that are the real deal.
Yeah.
The production guys, Maxie, all those guys. God, Laura. Hello.
Winning. Laura is going to be the next superstar. Brooke Burke. She's honestly, she's on the road.
She puts Brooke Burke to shame.
Yeah,
she's
Brooke
even
Burke
tall.
Sucks compared to her.
She's not much taller than Brooke Burke because she's short. She's like 5'9".
She's like 5'2".
But she's a trooper. And I tell you right now, we're going to put something together. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you this in a second. Let's get back to this game right now. 6-2.
This is what's important right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's watch this breakout. Again, honestly, you guys keep your eyes on Austin Thompson on that Dorito side. You see him breaking out on that far stand-up can over there.
Going to work in the center.
Oh,
see,
wow.
I love seeing this.
Yes,
Rutgers losing one guy in the break. And like I said, losing two guys in the break. Now, what are you stopping there for? Get on your horse. Get down the field, you sissy.
Now.
Oh! Catches in the face.
That is what I call your head getting blown off.
See, if he wouldn't have been there, he wouldn't have got shot in the face. Get down the field, you sissy. Come on, man. Go to work.
I need you to have a serious talk here with your boy. I need you to
look at Nick getting low,
crawling, there's two guys left. It's 4-on-2, and he's crawling.
See, and look at
there's
seriously,
nobody stopping him.
Nobody
right
stopping
now.
him. Well, now the guy at the tower, shooting down that down shot. If he comes around the bunker, he's going to get shot in the face.
You're kind of right. I forgot about that. But he was looking the opposite way there.
But see, like you said, 4-on-2, come over the top, put him in and go.
You know what it's all about, and this is the difference between the better teams and these not so experienced teams. Is it's all about two-man operations. And right now, Brian Davidson got up to that center to do a job. His job now needs to be swing around here, support Tosh, get him down, Tossie, get him down the field, and help him out. And look exactly what he's doing right here. You can see him come across the snake. He's going to support him. They need to tag team this tall stand-up right here.
I usually expect to see a better play out of Nick. I just think that Davidson right now is my MVP. He's playing real smart paintball.
Solid. Look at him. Look at this.
Oh, look at that. He see the hop and skip, little hop and skid up there. Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, he comes cross court to come put it on a double tag team.
See, I would have shot the guy in the face right there.
Well, guess who his teammate is right there? Austin Thompson. Again, honestly.
Unbelievable. He's all over the place.
An underrated. We have not been giving him enough credit because we've been on this side. We've been giving a lot of props to all the guys in the snake. But, dude, the guys on the Dorito side are handling.
Absolutely.
And this is Austin Thompson. I think this is the 7th flag he's hung today.
And see, we talked about
it. It's only 7-2.
I didn't even touch the flag. You know how many germs are on that thing? Have you seen some of the guys that we play paintball with?
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch anything they touch.
I could not agree more. I don't know why I'm touching you right now. Get off of me. Your arm is touching me.
I'm sorry.
All right. I got to sneeze.
That's okay. There's some bacterial spray in the bag. Anyway, I was saying, though, but seriously, Davidson, he's such a nice guy, because me and you for sure, I would have blew that guy's face
I'm
off.
pretty sure he did, though.
No, he didn't. He pulled his gun back. He didn't even shoot him.
I think he did.
I would have. That guy, he'd be, I'd put some self-esteem in that guy's face.
You give him some of your self-esteem.
Yeah, because I got so much.
Well, honestly, when you bunker me though, it makes me be a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I gotta tell this story. We're playing. Remember the wet bowl we played at the horse track in L.A. when it was pouring down rain.
Oh,
that one year?
Yeah,
we were Miami Effect.
Sloshy.
There was one point where you were crawling on a snake, and I think we shot everybody. And I came over and I came behind you.
Oh God!
And I straddled you.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah, you.
I stood. Oliver's laying the snake, and I stood over top of him, and I'm looking at the crowd. The crowd's going wild. You're like, "What's going on?" I think I only shot you once though.
You're out of your mind. You blew me to smithereens.
No, but then there's the other time. Actually, you came behind me one point and you yelled my name, and I thought it was a ref yelling at me. And I turned around and you just gave me one right in the face. Bow.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I look like a total idiot right there.
What about when you bunker you cleared the whole entire field and you ran up and you touched the guy on the shoulder?
Oh, that was excessive. That was oh God, that's classic. If you ever come behind somebody, tap them on the shoulder because it's way worse than shooting them.
Yeah.
When they turn around and the barrel's right in their face, it's so exhilarating, and you just smile and the crowd goes crazy.
What about when? Do you remember this?
Fun.
A couple years ago, we were in London, England. A couple years ago, 10 years ago probably, and this was when the Americans started going to Europe, and we were way better, and we were doing this trick bunkering. We were bunkering between the legs.
That's right. We
over
were
the top.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We'll
you did it behind the back.
I did between the legs.
Oh, it was fantastic. That was great.
Here we go.
7-2 right now. Rutgers getting their butt kicked by Liberty University.
Well, you were doing so well and not swearing too.
I didn't swear.
You definitely swore.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Can somebody please back me up that Chris swore on PB Nation?
I did not. I did. The F came out, but it came out.
No, I heard it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, second opinion.
Okay, so I do apologize.
Well,
diving into Dorito. That was great.
One player down from Liberty. Liberty still got the field spread. Guess who's over there? Their all-star, Austin Thompson. Guarantees a guarantee. Austin Thompson's going to make something happen here.
He's playing
what's funny is Brian Davidson's out this point. They put in somebody else to get into that center stand-up can, and Brian Davison has not even been shot at going there, and that guy who just ran to that center can definitely got bounced or shot or something because the referees were going in there. He was even checking it, so I believe he got bounced, and that's just kind of crazy to think. The difference, and then he gets squeezed out and gets eliminated right there. But it's so funny, the difference of personnel in bunkers, Chris, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, guess who it is? There's my boy on the other side. Austin Thompson making a big move there. He does not know that this corner's hot, though. Watch this. This could get ugly right here. If this corner guy, and he hears it. He tucks in right there. That was pretty clutch right there.
Absolutely. That's a great move, too. I mean, that was good. Like you said, they're definitely they're going to work. They're making things happen. If they can't make it happen over here, they're making it happen on the other side.
Listen, they are not making it happen over here.
Rutgers
Nick
down
Tossi
to 2 players right now.
Is not making it happen over here like he's been making it happen all yesterday. People who are making it happen is that my boy right there, Austin Thompson, going to work, playing super smart over there, being alive, Here comes Tossi.
Oh, that's actually not Tossi, but because
Tossi
would still be sitting in the back at Snake One getting his face blown off.
Well, it's his stunt double. Who's
stunt double.
Great job.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love seeing, like you said, the different personnel coming out here.
That was Cody Leeworthy. And Cody, you know what? Hell of a job getting in there and going and getting that last guy. You need to do that about 30 seconds before.
Yeah, exactly. But the clutch move was on the Dorito side.
Dude, this game has been won on the Dorito side all game. I don't even think I've seen anybody shoot anybody from the Snake.
Absolutely. The Snake was so dominant yesterday. Well, but what you're seeing, though, is people are starting to get up in the middle to shut the Snake down.
I don't think both teams are producing in the Snake is what it is. Because you're right. Yeah, Brian Smith is going up there. Brian Davidson's going up there and shutting it down. And so is who was the last person? The last person was I can't even remember his name. Anyways, he was trying to shut it down. He got pinched out of there.
Let's something that everybody does when you're playing the team later in the day. You want to scout the team. So I think Laura's down on the field right now with another team scouting Liberty right now. Let's go down and talk to her and see what's going on.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Marcus Ahmad, who is a Maryland guy, and he's scouting out these teams out here because he will either play Liberty or Rutgers, depending on who wins this game, or FAU. Let's start with the people out here. What are you seeing from Liberty? They're looking pretty strong.
Well, neither team's really been pushing the snake off the break, but both of them have been putting their guns up. They've been burning a lot off break, but Liberty has been pushing up the middle pretty strong, and that's been really effective for them. They've been able to shut down the snake on this side, and that's really been really helpful for them on that. After the break, after they've been pushing up and shutting down the snake, they've been able to send a snake player up and then just clear down the rest of the field. So it's been pretty effective for them lately.
Did you get a chance to watch FAU as well?
Yeah, FAU, they've been coming out pretty conservative off the break also, not really pushing anyone in the snake. Off D side, they've been going pretty hard, actually, running up and taking really good positions on the D side off the break, so we have to look out for that when we play them.
Okay, and I think we need to take a poll on whose vest is better. I'm actually going to go with Marcus's vest, but if you guys want to weigh in on that or maybe get some people online to weigh in, whose vest wins the vest competition?
I mean, I'm just saying, I can't seem to take my eyes off your vest. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there.
That vest looked like my grandma's curtain.
I was going to say that. 8-2 right now. Let's go down the field. Look at Liberty University taking on Rutgers. Rutgers down by 6 points right now. They got to come back second. It's a rough point right now.
It's a minute 36 left. Time management's going to be crucial here. Rutgers making a big push on the Dorito side.
Nick is having a rough day, man. He's getting his head blown off.
It's all right, though. He's going to come back the next game. Ooh, look at that nice little snake crawl into the snake. But I really just don't think they're going to be able to pull back 6 points in a minute and 15 seconds.
No, it's impossible.
Especially when you're crawling like that. Time to get on your feet and do the hustle.
If he was wearing fast pants, he might get down the snake a little quicker.
I was thinking about bringing back fast pants. I know someone was wearing them yesterday.
Dude, they're
but I kind of
awesome.
want to wear one. I kind of want to. We used to wear them. I mean, you never really wore them, did you?
No. I mean, I didn't have the body for it.
You were a sexy guy that just strutted your stuff down the field. There's no way. See, you would have been too hot with those fast pants.
I might have burst into flames.
You know what? And for you guys at home that don't know what fast pants are, just to reiterate,
let's get a shot in the snake. Those are fast pants.
No, those are the reinvented fast pants.
Okay, and see how he's moving his legs, but he's not going nowhere.
Right.
I mean, he needs to get the fast pants with the cleat knees on.
Yeah. That's highly important. And Rutgers making a big bump. So now it's only going to be
2-on-1.
2-on-1.
3-on-1. Sorry.
25 seconds left. Just not going to be enough. Looks like
I'd be in pain.
Unless they can score
mode.
6 points in 16 seconds, it looks like this game is over. And this is a smart player for Liberty, just kind of sitting in that back, just making them come.
Here comes the pain in the face. See, these guys are so nice. I'm just saying, man. I mean, these guys will be pulling pain out of their ear for a month. How was that guy? I mean, he'd sneeze a year from now and cough up paint.
And there's the guy with the new invented fast pants. For people that don't know what fast pants are, actually, how about this? Let's ask online. We got 2 questions online. Whose vest is better? And then we also like to know, what are fast pants? Someone get a picture of fast pants and put them on PB Nation. I want to see your best fast pants picture. And whoever knows what they are.
Yeah, and we're sitting here online. If you guys want to chime in, ask us any questions, we're here to answer them. Game is over, 8-2 in favor of Liberty University. Rutgers going down, and right now, I mean, let's see what happens. Liberty University over Rutgers. Now they're going to come up later and play Maryland. So coming up later in the day, we have
who's playing Maryland?
FAU taking on Tennessee. Liberty taking on Maryland. And the winner of this next game, University of Pittsburgh taking on Cal State Long Beach. That's going to be a game.
That's going to be a great
Yeah, you got Chris
game.
Tregarthen against Cameron Derzak in the Snake. Take a look on the teams right now. This is Liberty University on your screen. These guys are a Christian school.
Those guys are jacked.
They're huge.
Oh my God! What are they feeding them?
I don't know, but those guys last year, they were a great team. Actually, I was heartbroken when they didn't do very well last year. Well, they did well, but they didn't make it. They were my favorites last year. They're playing really good. The level of play this year compared to last year, Oliver, I mean, it's so much better. These guys are getting good.
It's getting exponentially better, and that's the beauty of paintball. Is it does get better every year. The talent pool continues to just rise. The skill level's rising. I mean, despite all the talk about how the industry is kind of dropping and money's not there, I'll tell you right now, and agree with me if you do, the level of play is higher than it's ever been across the board, whether it's here in the collegiate paintball, whether it's at the PSP or the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
The 7-man, or even in Europe, man. Teams are getting better. Players are getting better. They've been around for a couple years now, and it's starting to come together, you know. And we need to, everybody that's out there, you know, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys, you know, your responses on PB Nation. We need this. We need to get out there and get a bunch of people back interested in paintball. If you used to play and you're watching, go pick up your gun and start playing paintball again.
Absolutely, you know, and think it's so much fun these days. We're having a good time. We're rocking out, 2011 NCPA championships. Thank God there's cloud cover because it'd be smoking hot out here right now. You know,
it's smoking hot like that other girl that's doing the announcing.
Wonderful. Let's go down to Hot Fest. Hot Fest Laura. Let's go down the field and see what she has to say right now.
That's her name, Laura.
Thank God my vest won that thing. I would have been embarrassed otherwise. Okay, I'm here with Brian Davidson, victorious Liberty player. Brian, you were able to do a ton of things out there today to sort of pick up the slack where Nick Tossi was having a hard time. What did you do?
We basically went up the center instead, and we just prevented him from getting out to the snake, getting out wide, shooting everyone that was going out there, and our Dorito side was able to push up, just chop them up.
Okay, talk about what you do so well on that Dorito side. What's the strategy over there?
Basically, when the guns switch over to snake side, Dorito side pushes up, and they just are able to chop them up. They play smart, they play slow, but they also they make their first shots and they get their kills.
Okay, you face Maryland next. Pretty strong team. They won their conference. What have you seen from them so far?
We actually weren't able to scout them much, but we're going to give it all we got. You know, everything's been going well so far these past 2 days, so we're just going to go at it.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Brian. You know, you did win the vest for the win. Liberty University over Rutgers, 8-2. Coming up next, we have University of Pittsburgh taking on Cal State Long Beach. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Todd Martinez, and I'm here to tell you about the future. The sport of paintball is moving in a new direction, and I can bring you to the doorstep of tomorrow. Paintball's always relied on 68 caliber paintballs. Not really exciting. Introducing
250 cal, the future of paintball.
68 cal is too small, and it's easy to miss your target. With our new 250 cal, you are always guaranteed to hit something.